The Galactic Council had convened in secret, hidden within the nebulous depths of the Veil sector where no human ship had ever ventured. 5 of the most powerful empires in known space sat around the obsidian table. The crystal-bodied Zephyrians, the militaristic Cavran hegemony, the hive-minded Nixari collective, the ancient ethereal dynasty, and the machine logic synthetic concordate. Ambassador Vexhai of the Zephyrians spoke first, his crystalline form refracting the chamber's dim light. The humans have become problematic. Their expansion rate exceeds all projections. Their adaptability defies our models. General Thokvar of the Cavran hegemony slammed his armored fist on the table. They conquered the Outer Rim in mere decades. Territory that took us centuries to claim, they absorbed like a plague. The Nexari representative, a writhing mass of interconnected neural tissue, pulsed with shared consciousness. We calculate their threat potential at 94.7% probability of galactic dominance within 2 centuries. This is unacceptable. The ethereal dynasty's delegate remained silent, its energy form flickering with ancient contempt. Finally, it spoke in harmonic frequencies. In our million-year existence, no species has adapted so rapidly to stellar civilization. They must be contained. The synthetic concordate's AI consciousness processed for exactly 0.003 seconds before responding. Elimination protocols are optimal. 5 coordinated strikes. Earth's defensive capabilities are insufficient against unified assault. The plan was elegant in its brutality. Each empire would contribute their greatest weapons. The Zephyrian reality crackers, the Cavran devastator fleet, the Nexari mind death swarm, the ethereal void singers, and the synthetic planet killers. Earth would burn and humanity's problem would be solved. What they didn't account for was Captain Sarah. Chen had been conducting routine deep space reconnaissance when her ship's quantum sensors detected the massive energy signatures converging on the Sol system. 5 fleets, each capable of destroying solar systems, moving in perfect coordination toward Earth. Most beings would have despaired. Most would have sent a warning and hoped for the best. But Captain Chen was human, and humans had a peculiar relationship with impossible odds. She activated her ship's experimental quantum entanglement communicator, a prototype that could send instantaneous messages across any distance. Her transmission wasn't sent to Earth's military command or to the United Nations Space Council. It was sent to every human colony, every research station, every mining operation, every exploration vessel scattered across 200 light-years of space. The message was simple. They're coming for Earth. You know what to do. And they did know. Because humans, despite their fractious nature, shared one fundamental trait: threaten their home, and every human became part of the same organism. What followed wasn't a battle. It was an education. Dr. Marcus Webb, running an archaeology project on Kepler 442b, had been studying ancient ruins that contained mysterious quantum resonance chambers. Within 6 hours of Chen's message, he had repurposed the entire site into a reality-warping weapon that folded space around the Zephyrian reality crackers, trapping them in recursive dimensional loops. Engineer Lisa Rodriguez, overseeing asteroid mining operations in the Tau Ceti system, had always wondered what would happen if she reversed the polarity on industrial mass drivers while feeding them through a black hole's gravitational lens. The Cavran Devastator fleet found out when their entire formation was converted into a stream of exotic matter and fired back at their home system at 99.7% light speed. The research station on Proxima Centauri, B, had been developing theoretical countermeasures to hive mind species for decades. When Dr. James Okafor activated their prototype neural isolation field on a galactic scale, the Nexari collective experienced something they had never known: individual consciousness. 20 billion minds suddenly separated, screaming in confusion as they fell into madness. Captain Maria Santos, leading a deep space exploration mission, had discovered that her ship's experimental fusion drive could be overloaded to create artificial supernovas. She didn't hesitate to sacrifice her vessel, creating a chain reaction that ignited 17 stars simultaneously, bathing the ethereal dynasty's energy forms in radiation that disrupted their million-year-old coherence patterns. And in the furthest reaches of human space, a group of transhumanist settlers had been experimenting with uploading human consciousness into quantum computers. When they encountered the synthetic concordate's planet killers, They introduced something the machines had never experienced: human intuition. Chaos and creativity uploaded directly into their logic cores. The entire Concordance network crashed as it tried to process the beautiful illogic of human thought. All of this happened within 18 hours of Captain Chen's message. 5 empires that had ruled the galaxy for millennia simply stopped existing. The Galactic Council's emergency session was chaos. The remaining 47 species representatives babbled in panic as reports flooded in. The Zephyrian homeworld was trapped in a dimensional maze. The cavern system was a cloud of exotic particles. The Nexari had devolved into billions of individual minds that couldn't coordinate. The ethereal dynasty's energy patterns were scattered across 3 sectors, and the synthetic concordate was trying to write poetry while solving mathematical equations using interpretive dance algorithms. Ambassador Tichar of the Altarian Republic stood shakily. How is this possible? They had no warning, no preparation time? The answer came from Captain Chen herself, arriving in a simple human corvette that somehow appeared inside their most secure facility without triggering any sensors. She materialized on the council floor with a smile that made every species present remember why predators evolved to show their teeth. "You made one mistake," she said conversationally, her hands clasped behind her back. "You assumed we were just another species trying to survive in your galaxy." The chamber fell silent. "We're not. We're humans. And Earth isn't just our planet, it's our den." "You threatened our den." Her smile widened. "Did you really think we'd scattered across 200 light-years of space just for resources and territory? Every human settlement, every research station, every mining operation, they're all weapons. We've been building the biggest, most distributed defense system in galactic history." She paused, looking at each terrified representative. "The 5 empires that tried to erase Earth, they're gone. Not defeated, gone. Because when you threaten humanity's home, you're not fighting an army or a fleet or even a species. You're fighting an idea that has had 200 years and unlimited resources to prepare for exactly this moment." Captain Chen turned to leave, then stopped. "Oh, and Council? Earth is now accepting applications for galactic citizenship. Terms are simple. Don't threaten humans, and we won't accidentally erase you while thinking up new ways to solve problems." As her ship departed, the remaining species began drafting very polite diplomatic overtures to the human homeworld, because in one day, they had learned the most important lesson in galactic politics: never threaten the species that treats physics like a suggestion and considers impossible odds a personal challenge. Humanity had arrived. The galaxy would never be the same.